Hey, Shabuzet, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? Vandaag, man. Yeah, it's your boy Steezy, as you already know. Match day reviews. Yeah, it's going to be a great day. It is Heritage Day in South Africa today, so, man, I hope everybody's enjoying their Heritage Day. Nonetheless, back to the soccer action. Yeah, Polokwane City versus Orlando Pirates, and then we've also got Sundowns versus Marumo Gallant a little bit later. But yeah, before we get started, please make sure you guys visit www.easybets.co.za to start your betting journey. And yeah, we will be very kind enough to give you guys an extra 50 Rand. If you do one thing, just follow our promo code. It is TK50. You see it right there on screen. And make sure that you do like, share, subscribe. It is TK Solutions TV on YouTube. Yeah, let's go for it. Hey, this one is a funny guy. Welcome to another installment of Matchday Reviews, proudly brought to you by Easy Bets. I'm not alone. I'm with the evergreen, like I say, Mr. Thuso Phala. Abuti.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Steezy.
How are you, my brother? Yeah, it's Heritage Day in South Africa, and I see you didn't fall short on representing our holiday. Yeah.
The pedis.
Okay, I'm a pedi.
Yeah, the pedis.
Right, I'm a pedi. Tabile today, Proaka. Let's talk about the match. Orlando Pirates versus Polokwane City. 3-0. Thoughts?
Yeah, not a true reflection of the game. The goals obviously came late. In the game, Polokwane never came to the party. I think they were only here for a draw. Yeah, and they didn't even shoot a goal, man. So it's not the Polokwane that I saw midweek, you know, or last week.
Yeah,
was it last week? Yeah, when they won.
It was last week.
Tlolani Marema started on the bench. I thought he was gonna start since he scored in the first game.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, very disappointing from Polokwane, but you know, take that away from Orlando Pirates. Home game 3-0. Obviously, it shows a positive result for them. And the boys seem happy. That's what I like about them. I think that the boys with the coach, everyone in the squad seems happy. And when the team is happy, I mean, the results show on the field.
No, definitely. I saw even when they substituted one of the players, Kabelo. No, it was Kabelo.
Dlamini?
Yes, Dlamini. When Kabelo came off, I think the coach embraced him. It looked like he wasn't disappointed from coming off. And, you know, sometimes you find when you're playing for a team as big as Pirates, players always want to stay on the field. And but, yeah, it looks like they've got a good chemistry, like you said. Just moving on to Polokwane. I saw Polokwane, they look like they started very slow, like you mentioned, very slow. They didn't really have enough shots on goal, or they didn't give Pirates a threat to say going forward. There's a boy that obviously we have to speak about, Appollis, you know, Bafana International. He hasn't secured the move yet to some of the big teams. He's been a big talking point. What did you make of his performance, and what do you think his prospects are in terms of him, I don't know, helping Polokwane achieve a certain position in the log, or maybe even winning a domestic cup?
Yeah, a very good player. He's our international, you know, a Bafana player. But he's playing alone for me in the attack.
Yeah.
And being at a team like Polokwane, you need some more youngsters around him who will complement him. Every time he gets the ball, you know, he looks for the options to pass the ball. There's no runners. So Polokwane looks to play through him all the time. And I think it's so much on him, which is going to be difficult for him this season. If they're looking to, you know, go through him throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
I think they have to find other ways of also creating chances. He plays more on the left. They're looking for him to cut in, and then if that option is closed, then there's no other attacking option for Polokwane City. So it makes their attack very limited, and that also limits Appollis, you know, taking that thing away from his ability also. And they just didn't create enough for him off the ball. They have a good striker who, in my opinion, I told you.
Yeah, he holds the ball up very well.
Chauke, yeah. He's a very good player, one to watch out for. But there is not enough around him.
Yeah.
There's nothing created, not enough chances created for the striker. Appollis must take on players to create a chance. He must shoot from outside the box. So, yeah, it's very limited. And if you go to a team like Orlando Pirates and you don't have enough resources to create chances, then you won't get the goals. And unfortunately for him, he's gonna be on the losing side for most of the season. You know, if they play like that. But a player like him, I think he deserves that big move for bigger challenges, to play with more creative players and more quality. You know, around him, and that will show his quality. You know, if he goes to a bigger team, you know, where not everything goes through him, he must sometimes be at the end of a move, not always start a move and finish it. You know.
All right, no. That's fine. That's a good analysis of what you saw from Appollis. I just want to switch back to Pirates. Pirates, we saw the first league game that they played. They played with a 2 holding 6. This game, they reverted back from moving from a 2-6 to maybe a 1 anchoring 6, which they had Talented Mbata staying, and then they had Masangwai, and then they had Kabelo Dlamini. I think Kabelo Dlamini, since he came on from his first game, even in the African Champions League, he had another stellar game. He's kept his position. Do you think now he's a real contender to start going forward for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think a team like Pirates, they play attacking football. So we said even last week that the two holding midfielders, they don't create much, or they don't allow Mbata to also have the freedom in the midfield, because he's got a holding midfielder next to him. So today you could see Mbata alone, dictating the midfield, because he's got all the space. He's got the two number 10s in front of him, Kabelo and Masangai, and they look much better. For me, with the 1-6. So that works also better for Dlamini. He's a creative player. He sees the passes. He's got a sweet left foot on him. And you saw Pirates, when he's on the ball, the front runners make the runs, because they know that he might find them. So that also brings more creativity into Pirates play with the two number 10s, and it worked for them today. And unfortunately, they didn't create much for Mabasa today. I don't think he was given enough.
Yeah, I actually wanted to touch on that front three, because that front three now seems like it goes without saying. It starts, it's Relebohile on the left, you've got Mabasa in the middle, and then you've got Saleng on the right. They played a couple of games together. I'm still not seeing a lot of interchange or interlinked play between the three of them. I think by now they should have already had some good interlinked play up front. What do you think of the threat as a team or as a front three that stays playing every single game, week in, week out? Are they really showing that they're the three that is a threat, or do they still need to maybe work around some of these systems and the way they're moving up front?
Yeah, it's a very dangerous three that you mentioned, with Mfokeng, with Saleng and Mabasa. But playing Mfokeng on the left, obviously there'll be limited crosses. Playing Saleng on the right, there'll be limited crosses. Saleng, that's why he'll always make those deep runs inside the box for him to finish the move. So yeah, unfortunately for Mabasa, I think if the move comes through Masangaye, Dlamini, that's where he'll get the chances. But that's how Pirates play. They create chances from everywhere. Yeah. So I think he must be patient. Today was not his day, and it was good to see evidence.
Yeah. Evidence has been
coming from the bench and scoring two. The keeper not convincing for me, but also give credit for evidence for being there. And taking those chances. And it's very good when you see your striker scoring. Yeah. It also creates that healthy competition in the squad. And moving forward, now it's going to be difficult for the coach, to decide who
does he start,
who starts the following game.
That's very, very true. And just the last point, I wanted to speak about Tito, fan favorite for Orlando Pirates. Umuboni Mole at that point, Nasakala Mamodi Mapolo, Jomo had something to say about him and him going forward and back and this and that. I don't want to really get into it too much, but you can see, man, I think he's taken those comments on. He's going to do what he has to do. He's going to do what the fans love him to do, and he's going to continue doing it. Your take on just his response in terms of hearing those comments probably and still doing what he's doing?
Yeah, football is a game of opinions. Yeah. Same goes to like for us. We can say what we say, and that's our opinion. We're not here to criticize anyone. From my view, that's his play. Yeah. He's that kind of player. He's a player for the fans. And if he stops doing that, then the fans will stop seeing the Tito they know. Yeah. So I think he's living up to the expectations that they have.
That he's created for himself.
Yeah, he's created for himself. I mean, if you're that player that's gonna come in and dribble and always stay on the ball, the fans expect that. If you are a Saleng, they expect goals. If you are Mfokeng, they expect you to take on players, and that's what they're doing. And take nothing away from Tito. He's also our international player. But the standing on the ball, for me personally...
Would you like to see more of it, though?
Of standing on the ball?
Yeah, that kind of play where players expressing themselves and standing on top of the ball. Kasi flavor, tiski flavor, mfethu. Machita babato express tsabona. Do you think that's something that you would like to see more as an identity of our football? Because we know already, you're a player, former player, you still play social leagues, you play masters leagues. Guys are doing it all over the place. So when it gets to PSL, why must it change?
Yeah, but I think it has its moments. If the team is winning 10-0, maybe I think it makes sense to do that.
10-0?
Yeah, 10. I don't...
How often does that happen? So that means we'd hardly see it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't see it in my playing days. Yeah, I never won 10-0, so I never had a teammate who's done it. So you know what I mean? Every time I played, maybe the score was 3-0. How we would dominate the game was keep possession.
But players like your Chabupules, your Skarangobeses, they come to mind. They used to do it in their own way, and I mean, they're still spoken about as legends and very skillful players. And Ronaldo fans, we still like those kind of players. So he's that current generation, today's generation. He's doing it for the fans today. I think it's not really a problem, eh? As long as the team won today, 3-0, not a problem. 10-0, I think I push up, boy.
Yeah, no, yeah, 10-0 is pushing it. I was just exaggerating. But anyway, Masonga is that player, so I'm not faulting the boy. I have nothing against it.
Yeah.
That's how he wants to play, and the team is winning. If the team is winning, nothing wrong. I think it's a different conversation if the team is maybe 0-0 or maybe the game just started. I don't know. But that's his kind of play, and that's how he expresses himself, and that's how he gets the fans, involved in the game.
Yeah.
And if that works for Pirates, I mean, why not?
No, why not? You've heard it there from the evergreen analyst Thuso Phala. It is 3-0 to Orlando Pirates. And on this Heritage Day, we continue bringing you more match day reviews. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us on TK Solutions TV on YouTube. Thank you very much. See you on the next match day review.
Away.
Azich.